I recreated one of the most common half-tracks during World War II, the Sd.Kfz 251. I've built several variants like the Ausführung C and D, all made out of Lego. On top of that, I've built 3 completely different scenes to display the half-tracks. The first variant we want to look at is the Ausführung C. It is in the typical color scheme of grey which was used during the early stages of World War II. This small gap is a typical attribute of the Aus of C. Another significant mark of early war vehicles are the wide Balkenkreuze. Even though it is built in 1/45 scale, minifigures can be posed in several ways in the vehicle. But that's enough information for now, let's build a MOC to display it. I've grabbed a frame from a build which was seen in my most recent video, which you can check by the way, and started building the MOC. To create a realistic way of grass, I've decided to use all of these green stem pieces and attach them to the rest of the base plate by using the 1x2 rounded plates with holes. But I ran into a problem. I didn't have enough of these pieces left to finish it, so I had to improvise. I've attached leaf pieces to these reddish brown studs and added them to the build. They are in the same color as the stem pieces. I would have preferred the clean version with only using the stem pieces, but I also like this version. But for now I know that I definitely need more of them for future builds. Next I finished all the greenery real quick, and as you can see I've placed the Sd.Kfz at an angle to make it look more realistic. As the MOC was missing on height, I've decided to build a unique tree next. I've grabbed modified bricks and attached wedged plates to them. Of course I've added these plates at both sides. Next I've attached small tiles for more details. I definitely want to build more unique tree stamps in the future, so this is a good start to try it. To bring in some color, I've even used dark brown slopes. I've then repeated the same step, used these modified bricks and attached wedge plates to them. In addition to the plates, I've used tiles as well as this curved slope. Now the tree stamp is slowly coming together as we already doubled its size. I've then used this small slope and simply just slided it into there. Now I just repeated the previous step one more time and the stamp is done. For the leaves I've used a common design which I just had to attach to the tree stamp. The small clip allows me to place it at an angle like so. Next I've attached 2 more leaf pieces at the left and right of the tree stamp. Now I just had to add it to the rest of the MOC and add a tree top, which I've again made out of a lot of leaf pieces. In my opinion the tree adds all the height which the MOC needed. The build depicts the invasion of France in 1940. This Sd.Kfz 251 Ausführung C is part of the German Army Group A. Before continuing with the video, I want to make you aware of a rebate code which only is valid this weekend. You can use code BRICKCREW15 at checkout to save 15% on your entire order. Usually we don't offer these codes, but to reward my YouTube community we've decided to do so this time. So if you want to place an order, I highly recommend doing so this weekend. Thank you, and let's continue with the video. I've again built an Aus of C, but this time equipped with the PaK 40 anti-tank gun. As this vehicle was introduced in the later stages of the war, it of course also has the correct markings as well as the turret number. A detail which I didn't mention before is the license plate at the front. All of these markings are of course high quality prints. As the second build depicts the Battle of Leningrad in 1944, I've decided to build a small city covered with some small snow details. I've built a ruin by using dark red pieces as I think these work pretty good for Eastern Front builds. After already adding the first wall at the base plate, I've built a second one by using the same techniques as before. I've then attached it at the exact same angle as the wall before. As this is the inner part of the house, I've used mainly reddish brown tiles as well as some wedge plates to simulate cracks. I've then added the vehicle to the build to see where to add rubble. As this was caused by the destroyed walls, of course it had to be dark red as well as white. To nicely blend in with dark red, I've used dark bluish grey for the rest of the floor. In addition to that, I've spreaded white pieces here and there. And here already is the second build. It might not be as complicated as the one before, but I still like it. My most favorite build of the video has yet to come though, so let's continue with it. For the final display I've prepared 2 variants of the Aus of D. This model is easily recognizable due to its camouflage. This time I didn't attach jerry cans or other bags onto the side of the vehicle, but therefore a Panzerfaust. And again I've added 3 minifigures in the compartment. Beside the standard version armed with 2 MGs, I've again prepared the version with a PaK 40. The gun was too heavy for this little vehicle, nevertheless it was still quite successful hunting tanks. Just like the OSFC, the model can easily fit 2 minifigures to man your PaK. As I knew that I will display both vehicles in one diorama, I've made different camouflage for them just to make it a little bit more realistic. Let's continue with the MOC for them, and I've therefore started building the door for our building. As I wanted to build a bigger rounded door, I've used these rounded plates at first and then used several tiles as well as these bar pieces. After attaching everything, I've prepped my sand green plates and built the small wall right here and then added the door on top of it. I've wanted to include some different colors than the tan and dark tan buildings we see all the time, and that's why I've decided to choose this color. Beside that, I think the color looks quite Mediterranean, and as I want to recreate the outskirts of Rome, this was the perfect color to choose. Next, I've grabbed these modified bricks and attached the plate like so. I've then grabbed a bar piece as well as clip pieces, which work as rain gutter. For the second part of the house, I've used light bluish grey bricks as I didn't have all the needed parts in sand green. The combination of brackets as well as modified bricks allows you to create a smooth surface by using cheese slopes. After repeating this step a few more times, the house is nearly done and only the roof is missing. I just had to place 2 more plates at the back to perfectly end up with the rest of the wall. I've then added this bush right next to the house. I've already built the roof, but before I can add it to the rest of the build, I've needed to attach this hinge brick. For the chimney, I've used a bunch of plates, corner panels, as well as this modified plate, which allowed me to place it at an angle like so. Et voila, now the complete house is done and we can add it to our pre-built base plate. As you can see, this is quite bigger than the 2 ones before. Like usual, I've added the vehicle while I'm building the MOC. As I wanted to add a tree right next to the house which goes along with the vines on it, I've decided to use the exact same technique and build a quick one. It even helps hiding the Sd.Kfz a little bit, and I really like the outcome. Next, I've built the greenery all around it by using plates, tiles as well as some grass pieces, and added some color as I took inspiration from this picture right here, which is near Rome, and as you can see there are a lot of red flowers. After finishing all the greenery all around the house, I've even added a small pathway using medium nougat pieces. As you remember, I want to add the second Sd.Kfz, and here it is. I've also grabbed a tree from a previous MOC and added it right here. Now I basically just had to finish all the tiling, mixed in some plates to be able to add some more flowers in red. Of course the backside of the MOC also had to be done, but the real star in my opinion are the Sd.Kfz 251, as I really like how the vehicle number print turned out. And here, ladies and gentlemen, is the third and final MOC, which is my personal favorite. Don't forget to let me know in the comments down below which of these 3 builds your favorite was. Feel free to check our webshop Bricks of Valor to support me building more of these MOCs, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.